Hello there everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we'll be continuing the series called Practicing Python Like a Pro, and today I have a new question for you which is called the two-sum LeetCode problem. And now it is an easy category problem on LeetCode, so let's have a look at it and see what it is about. So here it says, given an array of integer nums and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. You can return the answer in any order. So here it gives us example 1 here, where you have the nums list, which is 2, 7, 11, 15. These are the numbers inside that list, and the target is 9. So the idea here is you want to find the two numbers that will add up to the target. So here the two numbers are 2 and 7, and the indices of those numbers, as you can see, is 2 is on the index number 0 and 1 is on index number 1. 7 is on index number 1 here. So that's how we get 0 and 1 in the output. Same thing here, you have 3, 2, and 4, and the target is 6. So obviously 2 plus 4 would give you 6, and that's how you get 1 and 2 as your indexes here. So let's have a look at how we can actually solve this problem. So I'll show you my take on this problem, my solution, and yeah. So what I'll do is I'll start off with a for loop. I will say for I in range len of nums -1. Now the reason why I'm doing -1 here is because the reason why I'm doing -1, I'll explain it in a moment, so bear with me. And then we can do another nested for loop. Then we'll say for j in range len of nums. Okay, sorry. And here I am going to do minus, I'm not going to do -1 here. Actually, I would do here is I plus 1. Okay, so the idea is basically you want to compare the first number with this next number, right? And then and then this number with the next number, and then the first number with the last number. That's how we're going to go for it. So that's how I plus 1 would help us, because I would keep increasing. So in the next loop I would be 7, and then I plus 1 would be 11, and then I plus 1 would be 15, and eventually if that doesn't result in the target, we will keep moving on until we have checked all the numbers. So this method will ensure that all our numbers have been checked one by one due to the I and I plus 1 comparison, and that way we will know what the target is. We won't be able to miss the target essentially. Okay, so the reason for -1 here is because as you know, if I find the indices of this list here, that will be 0, 1, 2, and 3. So the last index is 3 actually, not 4, which is the len of nums. So that's why I need -1 here. So I only get till 3. And if I don't do -1, I would get an index error. I will just say index out of range. Okay, so once you have that set up there, all we now need to do is put an if statement. We say if nums equals nums I plus nums j equals to the target. What you want to do is essentially return I comma j. So we'll return the indices of the two numbers that added up to the target, and we can test it out here. So as you can see, it gives us 0 and 1, and yeah, so it gives us 0 and 1 here, which is exactly what we need here. Now what I'll do is I will copy this code, and I'll also test it on LeetCode. So let's do that right now. Okay, so we have the same code here, and we can run the test cases to see how they perform. Let's wait for it. So there you go. Test cases have been accepted. You can now submit the solution and you will see it cleared all the test cases for on LeetCode. Just give it a moment. It's still judging here. There you go. It clears all the successes. We get a success message here. And that is it for this video, guys. Hope you like the video. If you have any comments, any suggestions, or if there's any confusion, do comment, do ask me in the comment sections below, and I will try my best. I will try my best to answer those questions. As always, see you in the next video. Goodbye.